what do you see as the role of capitalism in terms of the developing world and in terms of what's been occurring in your own nation?
Look, I think you started correctly. If you ask capitalism to do what it clearly can't, to deal with social objectives, you will set it up for failure and you will set society up for failure. And part of what we've seen through the subprime bubble is that capitalism has been marked by bubbles, and every time there's been a bubble, it's left in its wake deep ravages of poverty. And so key writers over the years have recognized that to leave capitalism to its own devices without government regulating and supporting and dealing with public goods is actually asking for failure in the world. And so the key issues that we need to focus attention on are, what can capitalism do? What are the private goods that it supports? Efficiency that comes from that, innovation, and a range of other issues. And what should governments actually be doing? What are public goods? What deals with the ravages of poverty? And how do we resolve these contradictions? They're there. They're very important that we focus attention on. And I'm sure that the heads of state and government sitting in Toronto are dealing with these issues as well. But we need to understand that as Keynes had recognized, as Adam Smith indeed had recognized, and a number of other writers, it's fundamentally important that you not leave the human condition to animal spirits.
Bridget, let me ask you, do you consider yourself a capitalist? And is your form of capitalism or your viewpoint of economic development maybe different from what Trevor was describing, or is it similar to that?
I don't know. I don't think I'm a capitalist, but because I find that whenever I sit in the boardroom, my views are very different. And they're different because I'm in the resources sector. And in my business, you find that the historic capitalist model has been explore, exploit, extract, export, leave ghost towns, hence a resource curse. That's why you find that the resource-abundant countries, it's ironic, have a unique resource curse. Conflict diamonds, whether it's Sierra Leone, Mali, Angola, or whether it is a problem with the apartheid regime in South Africa. And this is what we are having. And I think there's a need for capitalism to readjust. There's a need for capitalism to play a more compassionate capitalism role. A role that will divorce itself from neocolonialism, a role that will divorce itself from just making sure that the few benefit and the extraction of the ore is exported to the wealthy countries, and then in the end we just end up buying the finished product.